Hello, my babies. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. Hey, Rata. Hey, beautiful. Hey, my nene. Yes, I'm up out of a coma. I'm up. Hey, natural. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Nick. What's up, my love? Now, I want to talk about, how when mothers say, I don't have I don't tell them nothing about their daddy. I never say nothing bad, right? And because that's their father, let them find out for themselves, right? I think that's a very huge, big mistake because a child wants to know. And it's unfair to leave a child with a question mark if they're not around. Because now they'll start to think it's you. So it's telling the truth, but in a nice way, in a real way. It's telling the truth, being bitter. Why should a child have to wait till they get older and find out how terrible that person is? Right? And I want to talk about all the lies because we always protecting these men. Why? 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 And then I found something that sparked this conversation. And I seen it in a comment. And I'm like, wow, that is so true. A lot of children are all messed up because of their parents, right? So we're gonna talk about two different things today. I'm just gonna give it another minute and see who pops in here. And yes, it's an open panel. So whoever would like to come up and speak upon the lies that they had to endure, and when they got older, hey Spice, and found out that it is not true or information was withheld to protect the man. And don't forget, guys, hit that like. Don't forget to hit that like, babies, before we start the show. Like I said, it's an open panel. If anybody would like to come up, come on up. Right? So, what's what I'm going to start with first? Let me see. Then we're going to start off with this dummy, right? This dummy says mothers are no better. No, I don't want to start off with that one. Yeah, we're going to start off with this dummy, right? Now, here she go. Because these men don't understand why are they being called absentee. Let's see what he got to say. Then I want to hear what you guys got to say.
Different definitions. Active mother trenches, day in, day out, 24/7. Active mother PTA meetings, soccer practice, football practice, reading, teaching, homework. Active mother, cook, clean, rear. Active mother. Active father, he come over on weekends. Active father, he buy a gift for two. Active father, he FaceTimes every once in a while. Different definitions, different standards. Just because you an active father don't mean you pulling your motherfucking weight. You active enough to take pictures, but are you 24/7? Do you know his his teacher's name? Do you know what his grade point average is? You know what size shoe your kid wear? You know what prescription his glasses is? When is his next doctor appointment? Quit calling yourself a mother active parent, active father just because you post mother pictures on social media once or twice a month. Just because you're not in the household don't mean your influence isn't felt on a daily basis inside the household.
Okay, so first things first, the first thing that I'm gonna say is I do want to acknowledge that there are parents, okay, and I can't say mother or father because there are parents who do assume the role and they try to save face by posting the pictures. They make it seem like they are just these exemplary parents who are so involved with their children's lives. And if you really dug deep into the information, you would find out that they actually play the most minor role, although to the world they are portraying on the stage of Instagram and social media and Facebook, that they are these top tier amazing parents. I do want to say that. I do want to acknowledge that I know that that is actually valid, right? However, trying to put it in a role of mother and father, it doesn't make any sense. Because let me tell you something.
Please tell me.
Although, whatever ideology he has, I hate to break it to you, sir, but there are a number of women who are claiming to be active mothers and don't know half the things on the list that you were saying because they are so worried about themselves.
See, this she is a danger. She is a danger. This mammy, I keep telling you guys, the truth is not in her. This mammy right here. When a man speak for a man, isn't that what your job is, to listen? When a man speaks up, here she go. Because a man is talking about another man, here she go, and then want to swing it over to mothers. Women should mind. This is a time when a woman should mind her business. A woman should mind her business. He is speaking to other men. Again, these are the lies that we say to protect men, and she is the one of the biggest liars that protects men. That's why they always act like they want us to do better, but in all reality, they have to do better. Oh God, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's right. Y'all heard what Rita said. Hit the like button. And let's build this channel. Let's build this channel back up. But again, she is the reason why we lie. We lie to make these men feel good. He didn't say anything about a mother. He's speaking to men about men. This, whatever you want to call her, allegedly, she now wants to twist it. This man is absolutely correct. And I like her backhand compliments. Yeah, well, that is true. But women this and women that. Let's check out what. Now she's going to negate what he says to make women look bad. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the purpose of these videos is for nobody to look bad. Everybody has flaws and all. If you're not going to help somebody do better, there is no need at all to just let me just make my money talking about women all day because it pays me. You are a traitor to your own people, because it's not about the people. It's about you. It's about you catering to men. It's about the lies that you tell and other women tell to protect men. And we have to stop doing that. We got one man that was on the show talking about well, he don't date. He comes on a dating show. We're gonna show that. But he comes on a dating show and then he's mad because he's talking about he don't date women. Hey, Unlearn with Robert, how are you? He don't date women with children, which is okay. You don't have to date women with children. Even though you come from a single parenthood. But because you seen what happened in a single parent household, you don't want the same. I could understand that. But you would know if it's coming from the person and their experiences, or is it coming from you guys? It's a it's a big difference when it's coming from this stupidness. That's why we to the point that women don't want to have kids anymore. Women don't want to have kids no more. We are now, as a community, that is turning away from each other. We are turning away from each other. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. It is what it is. Yes, that's that's what I want to discuss. That is one of the things that I'm saying too. These are the things that, and then when kids find out, they are crushed. They are crushed because we as women always have to protect. Yes, I try to protect the kids and their dad. Yeah, that's why we want to. That's the purpose of having this discussion. I'm gonna show you what this lady wrote that made me do this whole show. Now, what made me do the show? That's one of the biggest mistakes that we make, but we think that we're doing well, but in all reality, to the chat is that that's a lot of damage because we now take responsibility from the man. We always want to find a way to cover them and their shortcomings. Yeah, that's what we do as women. That's what we do. And I not me. Them days are but we all have done it. We all have done it some way, somehow, us women, we all have done it. That's why, but we don't understand how much damage that does to a child. But let's get back to this Miss Trifling alleged. You're not gonna say alleged. They found out, but they all love me today. That's beautiful. Hey, Shantae Pooh, what's up, baby? Right. So again, it's still a lie. It's still a lie. A lie is still a lie.
So worried about what their ex is doing. They so worried about what the new man is doing that they are not even paying attention to the children who live in the same household with them. Can we talk about that?
Yes, let's talk about it.
Y'all want to talk about that?
Yeah, let's talk
That's
about
too
it.
deep. That's taking
Kiki,
it too far.
Kiki, let's
Let's
go.
be real.
Yeah, let's be real.
There are women who are so busy chasing a man. Okay? And when I say that, I mean they have ruined or tarnished the relationship between their children and their father.
How do you know that they're chasing a man that they tarnish the relationship between a man and his child? Nobody can tarnish a relationship with anybody but themselves. That means that man never had a relationship with his child for her to tarnish it. Because you can't take away a relationship. Now, if she want to run out, if they break up, but guess what? He never came, got the kids. He never took her to court. He never came and got the kids. Yeah, you got some parents out there. I've done videos on that too. Some women out there who put more into men than her children. But guess what? That man is still not there. That man is still not there. So what is your point? You can speak upon the mother in the household because the mother is in the household, but you can't say what the man doing because he ain't there. Oh, the mother this, the mother that. Of course, you can say all the things that you see mothers do because the mother is still there, but you can't really speak upon what the man is doing. You can't speak upon all the other babies he made. You can't speak upon him chasing women because he ain't there. I don't get your point at all, lady, but let's go.
The children were more than able or capable of going to live with their father
How you know?
because they want to go live their life.
Really?
They have these children in the household. Only thing that these children are hearing is words bashing their father. Okay, all the problems, the misery from the mother, the complaint of, well, I'm the one that stayed and y'all be treating me like this, and I should have left y'all this, and I should have done that. All of this.
That will be the truth. And it's sad that the truth hurts. Now, should she say, I should have left y'all? No, but you know what? Some women, when they need help, hey Brandy baby, when some women need help and they at their last wits and they need help, yeah, they start talking stupid. But it's the truth. He did leave. Yeah, again, the lies that we tell to protect men. So if these women say that to these children, is it the truth or not? That's not the question of what they say. The question is it true or not? And by that time a mother says that, a child is much older. A child is older, and then the child is the puberty done kicked in, and that child is giving them a run for their money. And then a mother would say that so the child could know her value. So the child could know her value, but it's not what she says. The thing is it the truth? Or should a child should just go on, well, I don't know. What happened to your mother and father? Well, my mother never spoke upon him. Again, that is the worst thing you can do to your child. Because now, in their mind, you are the enemy. If you don't have nothing to say to them, they start making up things in their own head. And then that's the reason why they want to go out and find their father. You have to tell them the truth. Even if it was a one-nighter, hey, it was a one-nighter. It's the truth. Because not only does the father leave, his family goes with him. Usually, if the father is a deadbeat, at least like his mama will kick in or his grandmother will kick in, at least somebody on the father side will be there. And that will compensate for the father. But unfortunately, when the father leaves, for some reason, the family goes right with him. Again, that's because these are the lies that people do to protect. Yeah, you got to tell them it was a one-night stand. It is what it is. Make sure it's age appropriate, though. It got to be age appropriate. I'm not saying that 5 years old, hey, you understand? Because see, if you tell them these things, even if it's a one-night stand, they will have an understanding that, hey, it happened. Why? Because in life, they might have a one night stand. So so you would say, listen, and nowadays we didn't bag it up, but girl, daughter, make sure you bag it up at all times. Make sure you bag it up at all times. And then a child will not think that the father doesn't love her, if it's a boy or a girl. And the child won't think that the child would know, well, hey, my mother and father never loved each other. You know, they had a one night and my mother chose to keep me. So now when she meet her father, she won't have so much hate in her heart for him. Even though he should have stayed and he could have stayed, sometimes he just didn't know. Maybe he did not know. But to lie, you destroy a child. I'm going to let y'all see the comment that I read that made me do this video. You know, if kids can hear men sit up there all day and say, they hear men all day calling women all types of B's and H's, would most women really be that honest with a child in that situation? You will have to. What you gonna say? What lie would you say? If you don't tell them the truth, then a child, when you grow up, what lie would you say? Oh, we loved each other? You never loved each other. It was a one night. You can't say he treated you bad. You was never with him. But remember, everything must be age appropriate. Please take what I'm saying with age appropriation. When a child is ready to hear that information, or you feel that the child is ready to hear that information, because there is nothing you can say we was never together. Not a one night stand. Or neither one sounds good, natural. Hey, we was never together, but we were banging. And here you go. Neither one sounds good. We were never together. Hey, daughter, hey, son, we was never together. We just was humping around. And here you go. Neither one sounds good. You can't say you was together. You wasn't. And if you was together, it was for one night. Because see, listen, if you don't tell them that, what do you say to that child when that child finds out who his dad is and the dad tells the child? That's what you got to say, natural. No, listen carefully. If you don't tell the child it wasn't one night stand, right? And they find out through somebody else, what do you tell that child then? See, you got to think about what I'm saying. Now, when that child comes back to you and say, hey, I heard y'all slept together one time and you got knocked up. So, Ma, you lied to me. See, the lies women say to protect. So what do you say then? I don't agree that the mother should tell the child negative things about their father, but what they went through is their business as adults. No, the question is, natural. If you don't tell your child and somebody else tells your child before you do, how do you explain that? Oh, yeah, I know who your dad is, or, your dad such and such. Now that man or somebody in his family or somebody say, hey, They only slept together one time, which means it's one night stand. So now you have to say, now what do you now say to that child? Again, none of you guys are answering the question. That's the point. The pot. Thank you, Brandy. It's always best to tell your child the truth as they get older. They will find out and they will resent you for not being honest. That is the point. You don't have to say we smashed one. Listen, you can say it the way you want to say it natural, long as you tell them the truth. Because somebody else is going to tell them for you. I'm not saying, hey, it was a one. I'm just saying, say it the way you want to say it. But it's better for you to say it. Rather, it comes from somebody else's mouth. Now they come to you. Yo, ma, why you didn't tell me blah, blah, blah? Why you didn't do blah, blah, blah? Well, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. Yes, nobody could tell your story better than you. However, gotta remember, age appropriate. Age appropriate. You got us, Ben. Hey, we gonna talk. Y'all know this station, baby. This station right here, we gonna talk. We gotta keep it real, because if we don't keep it real, how do we break these cycles? How do we break the cycles? Right? And I couldn't call and ask. I just text him. He's gonna come in here in a minute, or text, okay. No, it's not a Jerry's type of situation. It's a real life situation. A lot of things happen. Yeah, sometimes, but the point is, you could be more responsible, which is true, but we're talking about things that's here already, things that it's already exist. The child is here. The children are here. So you could say, I would never say nothing negative about my child's father, which sounds good, but it's not life. It's not life. Kids want to know when they see other people with both of their sides, with their mother and their father, and then they will see kids who just have their mother. So them kids in their head, just like if you was in a single household with your mother, every day you're wondering what happened to my father. You do them a disservice by not telling them the truth. But the point is, you have to say it out of love. Why? Because if they know, then they won't follow the same mistakes. They won't have the same mistakes. If you do it out of love, it's nothing like a child, going to an aunt house or uncle house. Oh, your dad used to beat the F out your mother. Oh, your dad used to be a drunk. And vice versa. And they like, dad, why my mother didn't say, why? That's the question a lot of kids have. Why didn't my mother tell me? If she's a single mother, why didn't? See, you thinking upon yourself being an adult. Think upon yourself being a child. Was it okay when information was withheld from you? You gotta don't like this type of conversation to make a child confident. That's not a mistake. See, no, you have to say it out of love, but you must put yourself in that child's situation. And every night that child wonders, where is daddy? Where is my father? And like I said, what makes it even worse, not just the father goes, the whole entire family goes with it. Until the child get older, they may run into a cousin on the father's side. Hey, ain't that Peter's son? Hey, I'm your cousin. Or work on your father's side. Now the child is sitting up there, you know. But if you don't, women, you become the victim. You become the scapegoat. Everything comes on you. So it's for the man to talk bad. Wait, so it's okay for the man to talk bad, the mother to the children. Let me say something. The truth is the truth. I don't care who says it. You know why? Because you always, and even you said it, unnatural. If you tell your kids the story, don't tell them it as like far as you always have to end the story with that's adult relationship. Your relationship with your father will be yours. You understand what I'm saying? This is my truth, but that was our relationship. Now, you form your own relationship with your father slash mother. See, that's how you do that. You got to let them know at all times that has nothing to do with you. Unless he was doing other things. No, they must know the details. But the trick to it is you have to let them know that it is adult relationships because they need to know the why. Kids want to know the why. Even if you are an adoptive child and you could be adopted to the most best family ever, that child will still go and go out to search to find their real mother and real father because they want to know why. I'm just saying, you can say it the way you want to say it. I just said one night stand. You don't have to say, hey, it was a one night stand. I think you're taking it a little bit too literally. You're taking it a little bit too literally, but I think you know what I mean, natural. They don't have to know every detail. Somebody go and tell them. Yes, they think because that check. See, the thing is, you have to form a relationship with your kids, right? And with you not telling them details, again, you're protecting the man. How do he change his ways if with the lies we tell to protect them? So in all reality, it's not like you're by you not telling the truth, you're protecting him. So just tell him he gave her my 40. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with that. But y'all know exactly what I mean. However, how you want to tell your child, you tell your child. Long, we have to stop lying because it messes us up as adults. It messes us up as adults. You can hit the stream, y'all, baby. It mess us up as there's a lot of messed up adults out here. We messed up. Because we choose, I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Well, I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do that. And them kids want to know why. And it's your job. It's your job to tell them. It's your job. That is your job. Sometimes saying too much can mess up the children. Sometimes it's to protect the child. What are you protecting the child from? Like I said, everything must be age appropriate. Everything must be age appropriate. So if you're telling your child the truth at a certain age, at a particular age, because see, if you don't tell it to them, they're going to run to it. So how are you protecting your child if they're going to run to it? They're going to run to it. They're going to run straight to it. That's all I'm saying. We all was kids. And we all had a big wonder in our head, a big question mark and a big wonder. Most dads don't think they have done wrong by their kids as long as they pay. Some do not even pay, right? They don't even pay. And remember, it doesn't just go, you need a puppy. It doesn't just mean men. Sometimes women too. You got to say, hey, I was young. I didn't know no better. It doesn't just mean throw the men under the bus. Some women messed up too. I was lonely. I was young and dumb. I didn't know no better, and I rushed into this relationship. That goes for you too. I'm asking, I can't tell you what age because every child maturity is different. Every child maturity is different. That's for the mother. That's for the mother. And the more you see that your child is mature and your child is asking you questions, it's your job to say, hey, this is what went down. Because if you don't give them the information, baby, they're going to search for it. They are a lot of young men right now are looking for their pappies. They are looking for their pappies. Every human being wants to know and has a right to know where they came from and who their parents are. Kids will ask questions. Exactly, Brandy. And now let's get back to this mammy. Let's get back to this mammy over. She is such a destruction. I mean to sell out. She sells out each and every time, and she act like she's schooling us. But no, you're not. No, you're not.
Resentment towards the children. They're running behind this new man because hopefully this will be her chance to actually have a relationship or have somebody because she done ran everybody else away, aka the baby daddies.
How do you know she ran the baby daddy away? How would you know you can't run a man away from his kids. You cannot stop a relationship with a child. I don't care what a woman say. If they have a bond and they have a relationship, a woman cannot tear that apart. That because maybe your daddy, maybe your mama kept you away from your daddy, and you thinking again it's mama fault, not knowing it was daddy's fault. So again, you're another one who blame mommy.
That she don't know what's going on. She not sitting down for homework. She not sitting down for parent teacher meeting. The teacher don't know her name. The people at the school talking about her. Can we be honest?
Yeah, be honest.
Can we be honest? Or y'all don't want to be honest?
Girl, shut up.
Y'all want to sugarcoat and act like every mother is exemplary and every father is absent or inactive or sometime dad.
Well, it is.
There are dads that go pick up their children on the weekends or on whatever and are spending more time and are more involved with their children and their children's lives than the mothers that the children live with.
Show me that. Show me them videos. Show me them videos where that man don't have a girlfriend and don't have a mother or a sister. Please show me the videos where a man by himself is doing more for the child on the weekend than what the mother does all week. That's shut me up. Do a bunch of videos. Show me them videos. Again, natural, you're taking this a little bit too far. What I am saying is you tell them the best way you want to tell them. Just tell them the truth before somebody else tells them the truth. That's all that I'm saying. Because they're going to go through life too. So the best way to help them is to let them know, hey, I went through this, I went through that. I don't want you to go through this and that. So I never said be graphic and none of these other things. I've never said that. I said, tell them the truth. I said, even if it's a one-night stand. I did not say, hey, you know you're a one-night stander, right? I never said that. Thank you. You can decide what you want to tell them, but just remember, again, you're still stuck on a one-night stand. We're not going to act like kids did not get here on a one-night stand. You don't necessarily have to say one-night stand, but it happens. It's reality. We got to come back to it's reality. It is a reality. I done said that too. Age appropriate. You don't have to explain it to that child that they're a one-night stand. But if they find out, then you're gonna have to explain it then, right? If, like I said, matter of fact, your kids are not even a one-night stand, so you don't even have to put yourself in there. That part of the conversation is not for you. I'm speaking upon telling the kids the truth, period. Because you're going to have to explain it anyway. Because somebody's going to tell them. Somebody is going to say something. And you're going to have to explain it anyway. So you rather the man say, hey, I only slept with your mother one time and then she got pregnant. You know, then your child now says to you, well, damn, mom, why you never told me? You lied all this time. Either way, you're going to explain something. Either way. So you can say it where you feel comfortable on how you want to say it, rather than somebody beat you to the punch. Then you got kids now doing the DNA. They finding their closest relatives. They are finding who their other side is. And these kids are looking for them. Hey, you my dad. Hey, we match. We match. And then that man gonna say, hey, I only been with your mother one time. And you could have said it first. It should be on both ends, but if both ends are not there, what you gonna do? If it's just you, I have a friend that got caught up like that, and her daughter hates her today. The lies just keep getting bigger. Yeah. I'm gonna read this. Hey, Brandy, baby.
Hey sis, how you doing?
I am doing fine.
Good.
I'm I'm just gonna read what made me do this video today.
Okay.
Okay, now I can't open it up. Now, this video, I'm gonna tell you, and this was what made me think about it, because I try to find solutions, right?
Right.
Now, the lady said, she wrote, I gotta get the glasses, girl.
I
I
know.
hate when people do a whole book, but she felt that she had to, right? Now, she goes, I suffered from depression. Can y'all see it? Because I can't open it. Yes, I could. Can y'all see it? A little
I can
bit?
see it. Yeah, it's small, but I can see it. Yeah.
All right. I suffered from depression and high anxiety because of mental and emotional abuse from my dad. I used to wonder why my mom had me, then would tell me just to cope with it, what she had chosen for herself when I didn't have a say in it. When I would ask her, what is it? When I would ask her, why leave my dad from when I was young? She talking wrong, got me reading wrong. When I was young, she said she needed him for support, but ended up doing it all on her own regardless. When I would express my disdain for him, she'll tell me he's my dad. You hear this part? She'll tell me he's my dad and just accept him. And he is and still love him. This conditioned me to be in toxic relationships. And before I got the self-love I have now, I was in emotionally, mentally, and physically abusive relationships, because that what was normal to me as I saw it from my mom's and dad relationship. Once I realized I was programmed wrong and acted right and got the right man, I fell into serious depression and anxiety, because literally healthy was so foreign to me. It was like a disease. I didn't want children even after being with my man for 6 years. But now I'm due next week. In the first trimester, what scared me is how I'll be able to show the kid this new healthy life when I'm also getting accustomed to it. I am not ready for my baby, and thank God for the healing. Otherwise, I would have brought another broken person into this world who would be abused. I never judge anyone who doesn't want a child, because I didn't, but life had a different plan for me. Thank God it was when I am healed mentally and emotionally stable. People should truly live their lives and not judge others. We are all walking in a different path to fulfill our own unique destiny. Now, when she said this major part right here, this is what I'm saying: the lies that we tell to protect men. Now, she already seen some of the most emotional abuse, but the mother says to her, when I wear,
Accept it.
right, accept it, right?
Right.
When I would express my disdain for, she'll tell me he's my dad. See, this is the things that we do to protect men. And that's what made me do this video, because she did not take the opportunity to make that a learning experience for her daughter. She didn't take that time to sit down and talk to her about that. Was a time to say, talk to her about abuse,
Mm-hmm.
how people supposed to treat you, maybe get her, hey Monique, hey Miss Rod, get her a little help. But instead, we as women lie and we push it to the curve when really that is the time where we should tell the truth, tell how we feel, what we're going through, so we don't have that all bottled up in us.
Right. Because it does cause trauma. And you do have a lot of adults walking around with childhood trauma. I mean, I see it. We see it all the time. And so it sounds like this mother was with the man for financial reasons, because he was supporting. But then in the end, she was doing the supporting for on her own,
No,
you
that was
know.
a lie. No, that was the lie
Oh, that was the lie she told.
that she
Yeah,
told her daughter. It
daughter.
was
Yeah,
right. She stayed for support. Then the daughter realized, hey, my mother's doing this on her own. So that,
right.
she
So
found out that was a lie.
that was a lie, right?
Hmm.
And so this is a good topic because you do have to tell your children, and like you said, it has to be age appropriate. When I was married to my well, he's my ex-husband now, my son was like 5 years old. So of course, children, they have questions. They want to know, why isn't daddy here? What's going on? At that age, I couldn't tell him everything that caused, the demise of the marriage. But I just explained to him, that sometimes people are married and, their reasons and so forth. But your dad, he loves you and we both love you. It's not your fault. Because sometimes children, when they come from a divorced family, they start to think that they're the reason why. And and
Hmm.
and they
Hmm.
aren't. Now my son is a young man now. He's in his 20s. Now, as he got older, I had that discussion with him because now he's a young adult and he knows how to count. And so he knows that he has a younger brother. Okay. So where did this younger brother come from? He didn't come from me. So yeah, I had to explain to him what happened, and this is the result of why your father and I divorced. Okay? So he knows the truth. Why would I continue to tell him the same thing at 6 years old and he's in his 20s now? That makes no sense. So it does have to be age appropriate, and they do have to know the truth.
Yeah, but
I
you
don't
think
understand it.
that, but can you imagine? Even though he was 20 years old, but what if you would have said, "Hey, you know, you still kept a secret that he has another child."
Right.
So all that time, he doesn't know, and I don't even know why his father didn't say it to him. You know,
I tried to get them to, but they
right?
wouldn't, you
So
know.
right, so now even though you may think he understands because he's 20, but he had a lot of missed time with a sibling he doesn't know of and never knew
Mm-hmm.
existed.
Right.
So now he may not express that he's hit with it, but like I said, it's all how you do it. Like me,
Mm-hmm.
I tell it, but what I do is I make sure it's age appropriate, but I
Mm-hmm.
also, my main thing is that, because we all gonna have, I always keep it like far as, listen, we all gonna have relationships, you gonna have breakups too, you know
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that's how I usually put it. And you might not, everybody who you be with, you might not stay with neither. But
Right.
that's what happened in relationships, period.
Mm-hmm.
Now the
Right.
relationship you form with your father is yours.
Right.
you know it's not mine. So you go, how you go with him is what bond or whatever you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go by our breakup and how he did me, because you may not do your girlfriend good neither. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But that's how I try to keep it. So I try to
Right.
separate it,
Mm-hmm. Because
however
it
how
is
you
separate.
right, however
Yeah.
how you feel, that's on you. But listen, same thing. You don't, yeah, you got another baby, whatever, and then
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like bad. But some people may have been abused or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's okay to say, hey, because why? Because if you don't, then how do you bring up the conversation of being mentally, like this young lady said right here? If her mother would have told her the truth and said, listen, I was mentally abused, and blah, 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 then the daughter could say, hey, maybe I'll stay away from that. You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
that's why I had to remove you from, I had to
That
remove you
situation.
because
Right.
I had to protect you. Now, when you get older, you can do what you want to do, you
Mm-hmm.
know. But maybe he have problems, maybe he have issues, maybe his parents didn't treat him right. You could put it like that too.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Mm-hmm.
But
I
it's up
just go ahead.
Yeah,
No.
but it's up to us to find a way to get it to the children. Because if not, that man is protected. And then, long as we keep protecting the man, they think they have done nothing. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you don't tell them, they're gonna tell them, and then you're gonna look like the bad guy. I don't. I make it to where there is no bad guy. It's just this relationship didn't work because this is what happened.
And this is what happened. Exactly. And
You know,
that's how I did. At 6 years old, I just don't think, well, I know my son, he wouldn't have understood that. But as you get older, you know, like you say, it's age appropriateness. And so
Yeah, and
you
how
can have a
mature and
conversation.
how mature they
There
are,
are, right.
or
Exactly.
how mature they are, and how bad they want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and that's another thing too. If kids want to know really bad, you have to let them know, because
You do.
at that point, they will start to separate from you.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't give them that information, now they're gonna be more with their friends, and
Yeah.
then they start to turn against you
Guess
because
they
they
do.
asked you a question. What is the purpose of you not telling them? Again, because you want to protect the man, or you don't want somebody to call you bitter, or see, that's a selfish move. And
Right.
women don't understand that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
all this, well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Hey, if your dad was a man, wherever he laid his home, hey, then
Right.
that's what he
That's
is.
what it is. Exactly. That's what it is. And so now my son, of course, he still has a relationship with his dad. He loves his dad. He knows his brother. You know, do they have a relationship, the brother and my son? Not like they should. But
They're
see,
not. They're
it's
not.
not, and it wasn't my responsibility to
It's
make
not.
it.
And
No,
it's
it
not.
wasn't mine. That was
They're
up to his father
th-
and that lady.
that is
That's up
correct.
to them. Yeah,
That got nothing. That point ain't got nothing to do with you.
ain't got
See,
nothing to do with me.
they're
Right.
not. And because what a lot of men don't realize, to form a bond with a real bond with a sibling, it got to be within the first 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that you're not gonna, like, you can't love a long lost sibling, but that bond has to be presented in the first 5 years,
Right. Yep.
right? And then
Mm-hmm.
because you have a lot of people. Oh, they always talk about a sibling, but ask them when last time they seen him or heard from him.
Mm-hmm.
Like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, or at a funeral, and that's
Right.
because they never formed a bond. And that,
Right.
in textbook wise, that doesn't make it true, but textbook wise, it has to be formed in the first 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so they never got that. But all I know is that I told what needed to be told. Now the rest is on his dad. For whatever reason, he didn't want to tell it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to have that conversation. He didn't want to answer the questions that might have come from my son to him. But
Yeah, but that's
I
different.
wasn't okay. That's on them.
No, but
You
the only
know.
part that in your son mind is on you. Like you still knew, mom. Saying he might not
Yeah.
say it to you, but that's on his mind too. You know, understand what I'm saying? Like you,
Mhm.
even though it's not your responsibility, and I do get it. I am a woman. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I do get it.
Right.
We feel like listen, that ain't got nothing to
Mm.
do with us. But
Right.
but as we get older and we realize, yes, it did. Yes, it do.
Mhm.
We still knew too. We could have said, listen,
Right.
you have a little sibling out there and he cheated on me, and that's why we broke up because he had another baby. You know,
Mhm.
but
Right.
the thing is, we're not ready because we was cheated on. We're not ready to let that child in our lives, or that other
Mhm.
person don't want to accept that our child was here first, because it's all about their child now. So the dynamics are
Mhm.
crazy. The
It
dynamics
is.
are always crazy. There's so many
Yeah.
ways you could flip it. It's crazy.
Mhm. And I'm gonna just listen. You are right, but at that point,
Hmm.
girl, I wasn't trying to be bothered with that.
I
Mm-mm,
know. Like I
I
said,
wasn't.
I'm a woman. I
Uh-uh.
totally get it. But
Yeah.
now that we're older, that's why I
Mm-hmm.
said it's good. Like whatever's done for us is already done. We cannot go back and change nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
the points of this video is not really for us. The point of the video
Right.
is so whoever listening to it, they could. We want them to do better.
Right. Exactly.
You
I
know.
could have done it different, but
Yeah, but it's
'cause
done.
I'm not getting it's done.
It's
I'm
done.
not getting ready to be
Done.
bothered with it.
Right.
Mm-mm.
It's done already.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
you can't go back 20 years and you can't. It's done.
Mm-mm.
So
Right.
I don't want nobody to think that like when I say something, no, it's for all of us, but it's done.
Right.
It's done already.
Right.
It's done already.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing
And
we
we
can
can
do.
all learn. You know what I
But
mean?
if
Yeah.
somebody watches it, the purpose is we have to, and because in a sense, even though you didn't want to be bothered, I'm just saying you as an example. That could be for any
Mm-hmm.
woman. We still protected the man because he didn't know, hey, my dad's a liar and he a cheat and he hurt my
Mm-hmm.
mama.
Mm-hmm.
So we still told lies to protect the man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now he thinking, he don't know, dang, he's a liar and he a cheat and he hurt my mama and he hurt this other woman. And what about
Mm-hmm.
me? So all this mind, he don't know that man is, but
Right.
so we have to tell it like all these family secrets too. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? That we like to sweep under
Under
the
the
rug.
rug. Yep. Mm-hmm. What
We
goes
don't
on in this house stays in the house.
right.
That
We
is,
don't want
yeah.
to right. We don't want to tell our children that, hey, I don't want you up Uncle House. It's like a taboo in a sense to
Mm-hmm.
say, you know, Daddy touched me, or this one touched me, or that one.
Right.
It's like that's like a taboo,
Yeah, it
and but
is.
and then we're so mentally like hurt from that. We don't understand. We cannot be the best mothers that we can be because
Mm-hmm.
we're not getting help.
Right.
We're not seeking therapy or nothing. So which in return will make us not be the best mother.
Exact. That's true. Yep. That's trauma.
Yeah, that
Yeah, when stuff like that happens. Yeah.
and a lot of mothers pick up on drinking. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
mothers become promiscuous, and a lot of mothers have these men in and out their house. But
And that's not healthy for children either. That's not good either. Having different men over your children.
yeah,
But
but
it comes from
from
trauma
right,
or whatever
but
you're
from the
dealing with.
trauma, because
Right.
we have a lot of taboo,
Mm-hmm.
and women hold these taboos where these men is being set free.
Mm-hmm. They don't have to be accountable. Yep. That's true. That's true.
And they quick to tell us to be accountable, but do they really want us to tell the truth? See, these men make all these 50 million videos, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then they take our trauma and they make it a joke. Like, oh, she got daddy issues. You know,
Right.
y'all take what happened to women and young girls, and it's sickening that y'all turn it into like, what they hey, his lordship, what's up, my brother? You know, they take it, they you know, they don't understand, or they got daddy issues, or they probably got touched by such and such when they get themselves together, or they ain't no good. I'm like, these men, they something else.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. They
They
like
take
to flip it.
they take our trauma and make it seem like that's why we can't be good wives. You know, understand what I'm
Right.
saying? Of course we can't. Or that's why you a 3 or 4. That's why you not a good woman. You know, again, when I did the show yesterday, and
Mm.
that was it yesterday, could have been. And I said they always say behind a successful man or a good man is a good woman. And then my thing is behind every successful woman, there's and I put a question mark there. Because where they at?
Mm.
Where they at? We sitting up there being they lawyers, they doctors, they therapists, they sexists. We doing everything.
Yep.
And a lot of them, they have trauma too. But a lot of them, some men has been touched on too.
Absolutely.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but we have to bring them back to life. Who brings us back to life?
Right.
Like, when do the men
Yeah.
bring us back to life? When do they realize how serious this is as a young child to have to go to bed and their father comes in there, their uncle comes in there, or a friend of the family comes up in there and violate that child. And
That
that child
child.
now has to now get up in the morning, go to school like nothing never happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. And like you, and a lot of these men that talk all that mess about women, they got their own stuff going on. You know, they traumatized too, like you said, and they need to get some therapy. They really do, because they sound so bitter. You know, like they hate women. I mean, some of the
They
things I've
do.
heard, it's
Did
like,
you see the video?
wow.
Did you see the video where I showed you where they said they want to unalive us?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I've heard them say it. I've listened to some of that mess. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They are very bitter when it comes to us. And so where does that bitterness come from? What happened to them?
Well, they could
You know?
be bitter all you want, but damn, you want to unalive us?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
That's some hatred, ain't that?
Hey,
Right.
Ashley. Right, so
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they want to unalive us.
Yep.
I mean,
That's
the hatred that they have for the black. I mean, this is crazy.
it is. It is. And they have black daughters. That's what the scary part is.
And that's
Like,
another thing that I feel bad for, because even first of all, we're acting like we don't know our history, right?
mm-hmm.
And then you have these men that perpetrate that, they adopt this false history that black people have. Like, oh, like, well, oh, back in the days, well, the men is the leader. We never, y'all was never the leader, okay?
Mm-mm.
Ever. We all,
Mm-mm.
the first the first person that was the head of the household between the black man and the black woman, right off the slave boat, was the black woman.
Was the woman. Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
They went
They
and sold y'all off. We were still
right.
stuck with the kids in
With
that little old piece of shack they had us living in.
mm-hmm.
That's still a household though, right? So it was the only time it became where the women were not working and head of the household. that was like between the 50s, the end of the 40s, the 50s, and the 60s. For that was only a little part in time. And that wasn't for all of us. That was for the ones of us that crossed over and went into middle class.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
if you wasn't in the middle class, baby, you were struggling. And them women
Absolutely.
were still working. All this that I mean, yeah, it sounds good, but it was never us. So stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That was never our tradition. And then back in the days when people sit up there and they always go, well, my grandmother and my grandfather, again, the lies we tell to protect men. If grandma really could tell you the truth,
Mhm.
you understand what I'm saying? If
Right.
grandma could really tell you, I am not happy, I got knocked up. Again, people don't want to say it. I got knocked up the first time and they made us get married.
Yeah, because that's what you did back then. Yes. Yep. If you got a woman got her pregnant, you married her. What they call them shotgun weddings.
Yeah. They didn't
Uh
like,
huh.
they didn't barely know each other. They didn't like each other. And that's why I did all that cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Because he ain't like her no way. He just wanted some. But back in
Yeah.
them days, you didn't want to be called illegitimate.
Right.
Or you didn't want to be called the bastard child.
Child. And they made you get married.
They made you
They
get married.
made you get married. Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
we would see how they are now. But if grandma really told the truth, you think if grandma would say, listen, I wanted to finish school.
Right.
I wanted to become this. I wanted to become that. I
Right.
remember when I did my videos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I did the videos. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's on my other channel. But some is on here. And then I showed like us like back in the days. Do you know the number one thing that they said they wanted for their kids was an education
Education.
from slavery to now? So
Right.
when did that switch up to us being the perfect wife?
Right.
When did that switch up? Every last one said the same exact thing. I want my kids to get an education. They didn't say my sons. They didn't say for my daughter to be a housewife. And
Nope.
this is what they said in the video.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Getting an education was key, and it's what they wanted, so that their children wouldn't have to go through and deal with the things that they had to go through.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm so tired of people throwing up, well, my grandparents. Uh-huh. Let grandma tell you the real truth. Let grandma tell you how all the women she had to chase away. Let grandma tell you all the nights that she was sitting up there crying because she got popped up with baby after baby after baby.
Yeah. And the grandfather a whole nother family on the other side of town. Mm-hmm. I know that's how it was back then. They had family. They had a whole nother family, and grandma knew about it.
And then
So
look how many times because they started out early, right?
yeah, because
They
they were getting married at 15,
right. So
16.
which means the man didn't know how to be a man anyway. He's
Mm-mm.
still a kid,
Still a kid.
right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So then, with all them problems with having kids, a lot of them became alcoholics. Grandma ain't gonna sit up there and say that man used to black my eye. He used to
Yep.
slap me up. He used to beat me up. Then I still had to cook and I had to clean. Now, some kids, some of the older kids may have seen it.
Yeah.
But again, some of the kids may have seen it, but they still never told their kids.
Right. Right.
So you thinking, well, this how it was done. Imagine then when you get older, then they'll tell you. And then a lot of people, they had so much love and respect. Then they find out this damn, you understand? But that was taboo. that was taboo because we see these young kids having sex at young age. We forgot grandma did too.
Yeah.
Except for they put a marriage stamp on her to make you not think about her age. I tell people, if you think I'm lying, when you go look at your grandparents, right? Look at the age difference between them and their first child.
Right.
The truth is, that's the truth right there. Look at the age difference between your grandmother and her first child. Some is 15 years, some is 16 years.
Because I think my grandmother married my grandfathers. They were maybe 16, something like that.
She said my grandmother got married at 14 and had 8 kids.
Yeah.
But because they stamped the marriage there, and we seen them together, we see them as they're old. We don't put the pieces together.
Right. Because they stayed married.
And it's not happy. They got crushed of their dreams. My grandmama got married with bobby socks. What is a bobby sock? And patent leather Mary Jane shoes.
I remember the patent leather shoes.
I remember that, but I don't know about the bobby socks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Bobby socks. Wow.
Right. So again, how can they be good parents? So which means that's why a lot of their children was not the best kids. Like, and a lot of times, because they was able to build houses or whatever, they wasn't living with the parents. They moved them into. Can you imagine a 15 and 16-year-old running a household? We scared for them now.
Right.
But back then, they ran households.
They sure did. They sure did.
Those white socks you turned down. Oh, hi, Maderi. Oh, hey, get the tea. Oh, thank you guys for letting me know with the Bobby
socks.
I've seen them, but I didn't know what had a name. Thank you guys. Thank you. I guess I had me some Bobby socks too.
Well, I can't see the chat. What are the Bobby socks?
Press comment on in your StreamYard so you can see the chat.
I don't see that down here. I see camera, chat, more.
No, look up. Look
up. I don't see it.
It's there. You got to press comments. You see private chat and you see comments.
Private chat comments.
Now click on comments. You're going to see the comments.
Oh, no, I don't even see private comments. I'm on my phone. I don't know. I'm on this iPhone, yeah. But that's okay, yeah. I don't see it. But anyway, but they explain what the Bobby socks were.
So can you imagine us not wanting to leave 15 and 16-year-olds in the house by themselves?
Right.
But back in the days, they ran the household.
They were married. Yeah, they were in the house.
They were married and ran a household. And you want us, then you're going to call us modern women because we don't want to go back to that?
Right.
Oh, and then the same people that call us modern women, I'm like, shit. Do you use a wash machine, or do you remember that board? Or do
the washboard?
Do you use that washboard? Trying to call me a modern woman? No, we changed with the times. Stop it.
Right. Exactly. You
want to be a modern woman so bad? Go take your ass to a farm. I mean, an old school woman. It's only modern when it works for the man.
For them. Right.
Not when it works for the woman, but when it works for the man. But then I want an old school man too. I don't want to call nobody for nothing because he should be able to fix everything, right?
Exactly. And these men don't.
and they had to go to work too. So you can't say,
Mm-hmm.
well, they bring it home. They brought home the money then too, and still fixed the house.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But today they want the woman to work. They want her to pay half the bills and do all
No,
of that.
that's okay. But I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about the modern women who say, I want to work, I want an education. I put
Mm-hmm.
my To them, that's modern. And to them, that's what's messing up the black
Right.
community. Because
Mm-hmm.
they want us to go back to being them young girls. But the difference is with the older men. They want us to go back to being them young girls with the older men, and you know, pampering them because they can't condition us. So
Right.
they want to mold them. And then they use these mammies, like that dumb mammy right there,
Mm-hmm.
like
Yep.
her and Crimson Tide, talking
Oh
about when
Lord,
they call
yes.
women hyenas and stuff. And
Mm-hmm.
I know what a hyena means, but you actually look like one. I would never
Mm-hmm.
use that name.
Yep.
I would pick any word but that word.
Well, she was over there in the manosphere. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, then you're no better than the other woman who, just because you're not opening your legs, you're still no better than the other women who get paid for satisfying men.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Right.
your audience is predominantly men, and them men send you that money. So you say whatever they want to hear to boost up their ego, and that's why they cannot grow up.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
like, like, I'm not gonna be if they a man and you already told us what they supposed to do, then girl, shut up. Why am I speaking for them? They can speak for themselves, can't they? But
They should be.
you should be quiet.
Mm-hmm. Right.
My mother was born in 1923. So I guess my grandmother was born in 1908.
Oh wow.
And she said, that's a guess. Now, this woman right here, now the man sitting up there talking for men. Here she go. Now she she tell us don't, you know, undervalue men and listen to men and all this other shit, right? But then she turns there and does the opposite, right?
Mm.
Now, this is what the man says. Now, she said men are always right, but
Oh no.
being that he's talking about men, she gonna switch it.
Active mother and an active father got two different definitions. Active mother trenches, day in, day out, 24/7. Active mother, PTA meetings, soccer practice, football practice, reading, teaching, homework. Active mother, cook, clean, rear. Active mother. Active father, he come over on weekends. Active father, he buy a gift or two. Active father, he FaceTimes every once in a while. Different definitions, different standards. Just because you an active father don't mean you pulling your mother weight. You active enough to take pictures, but are you 24/7? Do you know his teacher's name? Do you know what his grade point average is? You know what size shoe your kid wear? You know what prescription his glasses is? When is his next doctor appointment? Quit calling yourself a mother active parent, active father just because you post mother pictures on social media once or twice a month. Just because you're not in the household don't mean your influence isn't felt on a daily basis inside the household.
Now, why she go flip it?
Okay, so first things first,
now
exemplary, parents who are so involved with their children's lives. And if you really dug deep into the information, you would find out that they actually play the most minor role, although to the world they're portraying, on the stage of Instagram and social media and Facebook.
Now, if we look into research, mothers play a minor role. Now, this man right here is talking to men, trying to get men together.
Right.
This mammy who sells her soul to men,
mm-hmm.
she done sold it. Because
Yeah.
number one, this was none of her business.
Right. Because he was speaking the truth. Yeah.
This was what he's saying is none of her business. But
Mm-hmm.
because he's not praising the man, he's not lying for the man, and he's telling the truth about the man, she's mad.
Wow.
So she flips it. When you teach us, the man is the leader. So what is he doing? He's leading.
Right.
So how you going to talk about us women who, don't listen to men? You didn't listen right there. You wasn't listening. He wasn't even talking to you. He was talking to other men who's not stepping up.
Right. And she got a problem with it.
So she go, yeah, some of that is true, but there is no but. He said what he said.
Right.
But this lady who sold her soul, allegedly sold her soul to make, because see, you can't get no more modern than that. You is beyond modern, because that's what pay your bills. That's what bring in your money. That's why your channel is going beautiful. How modern can you get?
Right. But she,
they are these, top tier, amazing parents. I do want to say that. I do want to acknowledge that. I know that that is actually valid, right? However, trying to put it in a role of mother and father, it doesn't make any sense. Because let me tell you something.
Okay. Tell us.
Although, whatever ideology he has, I hate to break it to you, sir, but there are a number of women who are claiming to be active mothers and don't know half the things on the list that you were saying, because they are so worried about themselves. They so worried about what their ex is doing. They so worried about what the...
Now, this man be around men every single day. Now she says, I hate to break it to you, homie. Like, how dumb can you be? You dumb.
He's speaking to the men. He's not talking about women. And so
how you gonna break it to a man when he be around men, unless you're around men all day?
Okay, and he is a man. What is she? And she trying to flip it like, what about the women? So she putting it on the women.
Exactly.
Wow.
I'm like, how dumb can you be?
Yeah.
That's like me saying, well, let me break it to you, a woman. Well, we could break something to you too. Like, this why we can't get nowhere as people, because you want to do this male worshiping shit. It ain't happening. It's not working, and it's not happening. It ain't working.
Right.
And the lies that we tell to protect men.
And why would she have a rebuttal to this? Because he's not speaking. He's speaking to the men that it applies to. If you aren't doing what you need to do. So what does she have to rebuttal that for? That's a fact.
Wow. And I hate to break it to you. How you gonna break it to a man about a man?
Right.
He be around men all day. You don't think that he know his homies ain't worth 2 cents? You don't think he see his homies doing stuff that's not right?
Right.
So just like you want to sit up there and let us women know what ain't right, like, and our not right is worshiping them. It ain't gonna happen. I'm sorry. It ain't. Y'all could put out 50 million videos. We it's to the point women don't even want to have kids no damn more. I even seen even the women in Africa said we don't want no babies. We don't want a husband, and we don't. I mean, people sick of them.
Right.
Not the good men, so don't hang me.
No, right. It's not all of them. Right.
Don't hang me. But how do you come between a man that's reaching out to men and you want to straighten him out?
Right. Wow.
How do you do that? That's just like me talking to another woman, and here come a man come minding our business.
Yep, because he can't. Because he's
That's
not a
like,
woman.
right, that's like me saying, yo, sis, yo, you gotta get together. You understand? Well, let me get you straight. You ain't got to fix her because all these men blob. No, I'm trying to tell her what she's doing wrong because I'm around the women. Mind you, and I would tell that man, go mind your business. And that's what she should be doing.
And
Minding her business.
Her business, right.
I should
But
put that in the title. Mind your damn business, right? I might change the title.
And so what else did she say? So she just goes on talking about what women
Yeah.
has no good women. Oh wow.
The new man is doing that. They are not even paying attention to the children who live in the same household with them. Can we talk about that?
He just did.
Y'all want to talk about that? That's too deep.
She swear.
That's taking it too far.
Yeah, you scaring us.
Let's be real. They have ruined or tarnished the relationship between their children and their father.
How do you know that they ruined the relationship with their father? If they have a relationship with their kids, you cannot ruin it. There you go, giving out wrong information again. If a child, I don't care what a mother say. If a man has a relationship with his kids, the mother can say whatever she want to say. She can't break that relationship.
Nope.
She cannot.
No, she can't break it. She might be mad about it, but she can't break it.
Exactly. She could be hella mad. But she cannot break it. If that father is there for them games and he's wiping up her boo-boos, depending if he got a boy or girl, if he's throwing the ball, playing catch with his son, oh son, good job, I'm proud of you. It don't matter what that mama say. The child know what it sees. The only way that will work if the child don't see the father.
Exactly.
And if the mother is a biatch, and he's still there for his son, do you know that is the best lesson you could teach the son?
Because the child sees that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
He could deal with anybody. If he can see his father can deal with his mother, that child can now deal with anybody. Because my mama a piece of work. My daddy.
Right.
So when that child grow up in the world, that child is never going to give up because they didn't see their father give up.
Right.
See, that's where she got the message all fucked up.
Right. She's blaming the woman. She's blaming women.
And even if it is the woman, if that child see daddy still call, yeah, mama bugging out. Yeah, pops. Pops, I don't even know how you deal with this woman. You know, they'll have their own personal, giggle.
Right.
But the child would know that, yeah, pops, I'm saying, you supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. You come a little early. This woman getting on my nerve. Son, I'll be there. Or daughter, I'll be there. So it wouldn't matter what the woman does.
Right.
And the child will learn a very important lesson, how to deal with difficult people. Because when they go to work, they're going to have people worse than their mamas. But they're going to take the strength from their father and do what they have to do. But the only way that can work if daddy's not there.
Right. And the men that he's trying to reach are those type of fathers that aren't there.
But not according to her.
I don't understand her. Okay.
And that other one, the hyena looking chick.
Were more than able or capable of going to live with their father because they want to go live their life, that they have these children in a household. Only thing that these children are hearing is words bashing their father. Okay, all the problems, the misery from the mother, the complaint of, well, I'm the one that stayed and y'all be
she did
treat me like this and I should have left.
Well, he did
y'all this and I should have done that. All of this,
and she should have. And your point is what still?
Resentment towards the children. They're running behind this new man because hopefully this will be her chance to actually have a relationship or have somebody.
Now, the father's not there. Who he running after? You worrying about, the mother do run after men. because, and the child knows that because the child is still with the mother. So again, these are the lies that we tell our kids. Do you think that he's sitting up there not getting a piece because he's such a good man that he ain't getting no action, just the mother?
Right.
Do you think that he's not running up into all these different women because he's such a good man? If he was a good man, he would see his damn child. Let's go.
Because she done ran everybody else away, aka the baby daddies. That she don't know what's going on. She not sitting down for homework. She not sitting down for parent teacher meeting. The teacher don't know her name. The people at the school talking about her. Can we be honest?
But I bet you I know who they ain't talking about. Can we be honest? The daddy. Can we be honest? Can we be honest?
Exactly. And she's not really being truthful and factual about it, because if you are a mother, it is very, very rare. It's very rare. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but mothers are there for their children. The teachers know who the mothers are. Come on now. She's saying the teachers don't know the mother's name. Yeah, okay. That's a lie.
I know. They didn't fill out no blue form, right?
Exactly. They didn't register the kids. So who registered the kids
I
for
know,
school?
Right. They ain't fill out no emergency form,
numbers,
card,
right.
nothing, right?
Oh gosh.
And they talking about her, but I know I know who they ain't talking about.
Right. Exactly.
Lady, stop playing with me. Let's go.
Can we be honest?
Yeah,
or y'all don't want to be honest?
We trying to be honest. We
y'all
are.
Want to sugarcoat and act like every mother is exemplary and
we never said every mother.
Right.
No, nobody ever said every mother, and nobody ever said every man with your worshiping ass.
Every father absent or inactive or sometime dead.
Well, they are. Girl, you don't want to talk about, you want to talk the truth. That's the truth. And you know what I noticed too? She's not feminine. She's not feminine at all.
No, you can just look at her gestures and her tone. No,
she's not. Yeah, she's not feminine. I don't know no man, no one. You your non-feminine ass, girl. Shut up.
There are dads that go pick up their children on the weekends or on whatever and are spending more time and are more involved with their children and their children's lives than the mothers that the children live with.
Can you please show me them videos? I will shut me up and show me a bunch of videos of a man that do more for their kids on the weekend without the presence of a woman, as far as their girlfriend, their sister or cousin or mother or grandmother. Shut me up. Show me a bunch of videos, not 1, 2, or 3. If you got all of these videos about women, match it up with a bunch of men who do more for their kids in a weekend than what a mother do or for the whole entire week. Please, shut me up. However how many videos you have, hey, Miss Leo, however many videos you have that talk about women, switch it. Show me all the videos that mothers, that fathers do. I'll go, who is playing them drums?
That's probably my son is downstairs. That's why I put myself on mute.
Oh. Yeah, but show me a bunch of men that does such a phenomenal job in 2 days without the presence, keyword, without the presence of another woman. Show me where he's single, he in the house by himself, he has his own house or his own apartment by himself, not with a girlfriend, with no assistance. Just him. Show me how much he accomplished in a weekend. You said it. I did not. You said it. So show it to me. Please show it to me.
She can't.
She can't. I mean, you worship men so much, you should have a bunch of videos because you know it ain't true. But you the one said, well, let's be real. I didn't say it. You said let's be real. Well, then let's be real. Show it to me. I would like to see it. Show it. I'll shut up. And it better be a bunch of them. I better see a good 100. No, you so much a mammy. You know nothing but men. Show me a good couple of 100. Because you got a couple of 100 videos about us all day. Show me just good men without the presence of a woman that's taking care of their kids better than a mother in 2 days.
It's impossible.
How about we talk about the fact that most of the time, the reason why he can only even see them on the weekends is because she set it up like that, because keeping them is financially better for her betterment. Keeping them for when things go haywire or when tax time come around is better for her benefit, but it's not because it's better for the children.
Oh, so we keeping them. We got the power, right?
She's not making any sense.
We got power. We got the power like that, right?
Right.
She makes it seem like every man she know is rich, and women get a lot of money, girl.
And they don't.
Most women they don't get much for child support. I'm sorry to tell you, they don't get that much, because like you said, we make bad choices, right? Like you said, we pick pookies, and so most of us, majority of women don't even get child support, okay? And unless that man is in like a art entertainer or a really rich man, how much you think they get for child support? Some women get
$300 a month.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then you gotta divide that into 4. So that's like less than $100 a week.
And she talking about the man only sees the child on the weekend because that's how the mother sets it up. No, because if it's child support and they've been to court, they set up visitation.
Thank you.
And
that's
so
why. That's
it
why
depends on the visitation, right? She don't know what she's talking about.
That's why I said she did that.
No, she didn't do that.
Let me tell you something. That's because she don't talk to women, because she don't know no better. She too busy trying to get paid from these men. But
right.
What she don't understand is I know a lot of women, and first thing they say is, come get your kids. When you come to get your kids? When you come to get your kids? Take your kids. Take your kids.
Look, I had my son packed up on Friday. It's like, because I wanted my weekend. Yes. So, I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know what.
I don't.
In the beginning, I do get it. If she hurt in the beginning, but we're human. The same way if a woman do a man dirty, he's hurt in the beginning. But baby, when real life kick in, come get your kid.
Right.
No, we don't. No, we don't want to hear they nagging ass. We don't feel like cleaning up. They breaking up at come get your kids.
Right.
But you will never hear them say that. But I be around women, and that's down to me and a lot of them. Once we get over whatever we going through, we are pro come get your kids.
Absolutely.
Unless the man, don't have a partner.
Right.
It would have to be a reason. But if it's no reason, we don't care if they live with their mama. Matter of fact, we like your girlfriend now. Now come get her. Come
I want to meet her. Let me talk to her.
Yeah. My child love you. Okay, bye. Sure. I remember my daughter father, when she came home and she was like, "Oh, she's so nice." Talk about my her father's girl. I said, "Thank you, Jesus."
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yeah." Now it's really come and get her.
Come and get her.
And
Right.
I knew a woman was present, you know,
Right.
and I'm like, shit it is. My daughter said the wrong thing. I said, "Oh, I like her. She's so nice." I'm like, "Girl, you should never said that." Cause then now I know you good.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. Hello?
Yeah.
She
Mm-hmm.
be up.
What time you gonna be here?
Oh, well, he can't come. Oh, you baby, you come right and get her. Hey girl.
Mm-hmm.
You sure look what?
Enjoy your weekend.
Now go play with your little siblings.
Yeah.
Bye.
Ah,
That's the real world.
that is the real world. I don't know. And I wonder, does she even have children? Or is she just talking? You know?
I don't even care to know.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
I know she ain't masculine. Look at her jaws. Look
Mm-hmm.
at her jawline. Look like a straight up man.
Mm-hmm. She looks angry.
And yeah, she look like one of them angry women she call us, right? Everything they say about us, that's what they look like.
That's what they look like. Exactly.
Right. Like, you want to keep it real? You want to talk, girl? You ain't said nothing yet. Well, let's carry on.
Truth be told,
Tell us.
There has been study after study that has let us know that a woman who raises a child on her own without the father in their lives, it affects the children negatively.
No shit, Sherlock. We never knew that.
Right. We didn't know that.
Damn. Like we had to read a book to find that out. We had to look up studies to find that out, girl. Bye.
A father who raises the children by himself is the same as if a child was raised in a 2-parent household.
You, girl.
No, that's not true.
That's one of them fairy. That's one of them what's it called fiction books she read.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
So she.
So it's better if a child is raised with the father alone. It comes out better than being with the mother without the father. Okay.
Right, without the father, the child is terrible. But without the mother, it's like the mother. But I thought the men in masculine, for that to work, he would have to use feminine energy. Because kids need both masculine
they do.
and feminine.
Yeah, you need both. Energy. It's called balance. I don't know what she's talking about. Mm-mm.
Now, a kid could flourish without the dad in the house. A child cannot flourish without a mama in the house. Now, is that for everybody? No.
Mm-mm.
No. But a lot is more mothers that put their kids through school, through college, than a male parent by themselves.
Right.
Because they always they will always, like, if daddy is not around, they will they will forget them quicker than they will forget mommy. Because there's nothing like mommy.
Mommy, right.
So she must got the wrong study.
Yeah, because it's a lot of different studies. It depends on what study she reading from. I don't know.
The study that she got is probably the study that she wrote. Okay? She made that shit up herself. Or another mammy.
Mm-hmm.
A kid cannot just have straight up masculine energy.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because that man still has to work. And then he himself. That's why a lot of men are not going to be single fathers, because their lives were changed and they would not be able to have the good jobs that they have. Why? Because kids have to be in school by 8, you probably got to be to work at 7.
7. Mm-hmm.
Kids have to be picked up, depending on what grade they in, by
Right.
3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
They will still be at work at 3. So,
Right.
which means somebody else will still have to come in.
Right. It have to be a relative, a sister, or an aunt, or a grandmother, cousin. He wouldn't do it by himself.
Right. And then
Right.
he would, and she said single father. So if he a single father, we excluding him having a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we have to exclude that.
Right.
So if we exclude the girlfriend or a woman presence, and if it's just him, he is just as fucked up, pardon me, as a single mother.
As a mother.
Because
Right.
he will have to keep taking off of work too, the same way
Mm-hmm.
mothers do.
Right.
Child is sick. He got to sit up
You
in
gotta
that
stay
hospital.
at home. Yeah. You gotta go to the doctor.
Baby
You
got
gotta take off
fever.
work.
Baby
Yep.
got fever.
Mm-hmm. Or you gotta leave work because the child got sick at school. So now you gotta leave work so you can go
So,
pick the child up.
like
So,
she said, we're going to tell the truth. Let's tell the truth.
mm-hmm.
Without a woman's presence, if he's a single dad, without a woman's presence, he's just as fucked up as a woman. Because
Mm-hmm.
now he have to also go to work. He got to cook. He got to clean.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure
That's right.
homework is done.
Mm-hmm. He's gotta nurture. You gotta do all of that.
Then when puberty kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
he got to worry about, their outside world the same way we do. Just because you're a man, that doesn't exclude her from talking to boys.
Right.
That doesn't
Exactly.
exclude, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't exclude because you a man. I got my father, so I ain't gonna talk. No, some may be lucky and don't talk to boys, but that has nothing to do because you're a good father. Just probably no boy have spoken to her. But the minute the cutest guy be like, oh, you is so cute, all that father shit go down and drain because her mind is on him now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say that because I see it all the time. I work with kids. I see it. I see
Right.
what kids have 2-parent kids. I mean,
Mhm.
2-parent households.
Yeah.
I see when they kids come in as goody. And then the next thing you know, that one boy go, hey, oh my God, you got a nice butt. And next thing
Mhm.
you know, she's like, oh wow, dude. Then
Right.
he'll start talking to her, all that good parent shit go right down the window.
The window. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's how it works.
And then these guys, they know you're a man. They know how to pick them. They want the
Mhm.
nice, quiet, good girl over there in the corner.
Uh-huh.
Because they want their thing is to conquer. That's
Exactly.
that's a man's mindset, is to hunt and to conquer.
Conquer. Mm-hmm.
And if she has not been touched, he's gonna go on a prowl.
Uh-huh. Yep. And he gonna smooth talker.
And
Mm-hmm.
once he get it, now you got a whole different little girl, single dad, that walks in that house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
But see, I mean, if she was really wanting to tell the truth,
Right.
but she ain't told.
She ain't
no
trying to
truth
tell
yet.
the truth. No, she's not trying to tell the truth.
No, she ain't tell no truth yet. You understand what I'm saying? If you're gonna tell the truth, tell the truth.
Right.
If a single father is not the equivalent to having a mother and a father, and a single mother, the child's gonna be terrible. Cause, girl, you done said the dumbest shit ever. They gonna go through the same shit. He may be a little bit more like in the beginning when they're young. He may be a little bit more. You better get your ass in the bed. I ain't playing. Yeah, that works. That works, but for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, in the beginning, yeah, they good and they listen. Yeah, because he has a father authority. But that only lasts for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say one day you really yell at that child. you know, and then he go run out with his friends. Oh, I just got in trouble for such and such, and his homeboy go, hey, puff this. Now your son is on marijuana. Cause that's how they
Yep.
catch. That's how
That's
they
how they
catch the
do.
kids.
Right.
Drink this. Now your son is an alcoholic. Now you're gonna be finding or a lot of things gonna be hidden in your house you don't know about.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, take this pill, make you feel better.
Right. That's how they get caught up.
And I try to tell parents, even these mammies and all these other, there is no child exempt from it.
Nope.
So if it doesn't happen to your child, it's not you. Be thankful to God.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That he put that something in that child.
So it has nothing to do with you. That's just thank God they haven't came across that boy that said, hey, you look cute. Has nothing to do with you. You got to sit back and say, thank you, Jesus.
Yes, you
That
do.
my child was not caught up in none of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it has nothing to do with you being a father, being a role in it. It has nothing to do with that.
Nope.
It has everything to do with God.
That's right.
And thank him.
Mm-hmm. You better.
I done seen too many kids. I done got them since they was 14. They came. By the time they was 16, I didn't know who they was.
Mm-hmm.
Time they got 17, I didn't know who they was.
That peer pressure is serious.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then you like, oh yeah. Nah, I ain't got nothing to do with you, Papa. Yeah, you did your job, but God helped you.
Mm-hmm.
Same way some mamas, you know, their kids grow up to be very good too. So again, it has nothing to do with the mother neither. Right. Some kids is not going to fall in the trap, and some kids
and some
are.
will. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Every child is different. Mm-hmm.
Well, according to her studies, now you need to get your ass out there and find out the real truth. Get on out in the real goddamn world.
Oh, she got it all twisted.
Cause the study ain't no damn study say no dumb shit like that. Unless y'all made it up yourself. And if you did read the study, who are the people that was in the study?
Right.
And how many people were studied?
Right.
Was it 10 people? Was it 10 people that was in the study?
Right.
Did they come to the hood to do this study?
Right.
Like who did this? You know, sort your site. You know, where your source come from? Was it done? Was it done on general people? Was it done with black people? Was it done with white people? Was it done like who was this stuff done with? I would like to know so I can rip that shit up in their face.
Because it makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes it like this study. Who did this study? Let's go.
So what does that say? That says that a man is able to grow children from both roles and a woman cannot.
What?
There's a sense of something missing. A lot of times it's because a lot of these women are emotionally vomiting their feelings, how they, you know, their problems, the things that they went through, you know, how that person hurt them. They're unable to separate the fact that that is that child's father. And regardless of the decision that she made in the past or because it didn't work out, it is still going to be for the best benefit when you take your feelings and your emotions out of it and you put
again. That's when you lie to protect men. The best, let me tell you something. The best thing a child needs to know is why mama acting like that. Yeah, you got to put your feelings into it because they have a feeling. Right.
We have feelings.
But again, you must let the child know that is my relationship. With
Mm-hmm.
you and your father will have your own
On relationship.
relationship.
Right.
But there's no need for them to see mama and not no let they need to understand mama. Why
Mm-hmm.
mama this and why mama that before they find out from somebody else.
That's
It's
right.
okay. It's okay for a mother to come in from work and say, "Oh my God, I am so tired." We got to stop lying. It's okay to say to your kids, "Well, you know what? We got a budget." Even people don't even want to speak upon budgeting. That's just simple. They don't want to talk about that with their kids. Instead of saying, "Oh no, oh we can't afford this," you could always say to a child, "Hey, that's not in the budget."
Exactly. You better. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay
Yes.
to say, "Hey, rent is due, this is due, that's due."
That's right.
But I'm gonna put some money for the side. I got you. I get it for you. You know what I'm saying? Or your grades are good. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
But they're humans too, and we keep hiding shit from them, and then they become us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have to
Everything,
teach them.
and we don't. They become us.
Yep. And the cycle repeats itself.
So if they're
Mm-hmm.
feeling a certain type of way, you could say, "Well, listen, I was going through a lot back then," But again, you telling them when they older,
Yeah.
right? So it's okay to say, "You know what, mommy is not always right. Mommy is human.
That's
I was,
right.
and I was going through some things, and you're gonna go through these things too."
Mm-hmm.
So no, you can't separate it because you going through your stuff doesn't mean that you're putting him down.
Right.
You're just letting the child know what you're going through as a human.
Mm-hmm.
We have feelings or whatever. So even though he may have done her wrong or whatever, she could say, "Well, you know what? Yeah, that did happen, but maybe I was hurt too long, or maybe I should have got a therapist, or I was messed up." So then
Right.
the kid could get an understanding. Oh, so that's why mommy was acting. Because kids are older now. So you can have
Mm-hmm.
a real talk with them.
Right.
Because
Yep.
they need to know mommy is human.
Exactly.
Because a lot of them
And we're
think
not perfect.
exactly. That's the
Mm-hmm.
main thing. We gotta let them know mama not perfect.
Right.
So now we're really not talking about the man anymore. But you
Right.
cannot let a child think that if a mother and a father is not together, you cannot make them believe that everything is okay. Because
Mm-mm.
they know it's not. Not when they see other people together,
Right.
or not when people forget one thing. Because I ear hustle a lot with kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
They talk to each other.
Absolutely.
I be ear hustling, and they talk to each other. So that
Mm-hmm.
will make a kid want to know even more. What's your story?
Right.
Shit,
Mm-hmm.
my friends, when they're talking to their friends and I hear it, and they be talking about their dad and how they feel about their dad or slash mother, or I mean, they dog both of them out. They dog out mama and daddy. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I hear it. But the point is, if you didn't tell your kid nothing, your kid stuck there like, well, shit.
Mm-hmm. And you want them to get the information from you.
Right. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
right. So you imagine being 14 to 15, and some of them is it goes to 11 and 12. And I be
Mm-hmm.
hearing, and they be having some real conversations. I be like, damn,
Mm.
they be having real conversations. So,
Wow.
being that you so calling yourself protecting him and not saying nothing about him, but they hear their friends telling the truth of what's going on in their house. So they're gonna be like, mama's a liar.
Mm-hmm.
Or what happened? You understand what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that will make them even more want to find out what happened. Hey, Tay East, what's up, baby? Thank
Yep.
you.
And
So
it can
that
cause resentment too.
Yeah, that caused a lot of resentment. But according to her books that she read, she wouldn't know that. But they talk to each other. What do you think they do in school? Lunch break, walking home, they are talking to each other.
Right.
So when your child doesn't have an answer, guess what? Their friends is going to implement stuff that might not be true.
True. Right. And you don't want that. That's how young kids get caught up. You better be there to tell them.
So you don't want, we are lying for these men by not saying anything or making him look good or great. But at the end of the day, you're making it worse.
Worse. Right. Exactly. Wow. Yeah, it's serious business.
And you can't say I'm lying, because ain't that what we did?
Yep. When you be real about it, yes, indeed.
I'm not saying nothing that we didn't do as kids.
Right.
I didn't have to read whatever the dumb shit this man be talking about. Nothing is this man looking unfeminine, looking strong jaw, looking.
And the masculine mammy.
Yeah, the masculine mammy who always act like she about that life and stuff, right? Look like she throw them hands real quick, right?
Real quick.
She's supposed to be so feminine, but she's like, what up? We'll take it like she may throw them hands real quick, but she's feminine, right? Feminine. But she want to tell us the real deal. Go on with yourself, chick. Go on with yourself.
I'm telling you. Oh my gosh.
And let's not tell them about. But shit, you think they ain't gonna tell? And then once the kid finally get to their father, they gonna tell them about us. Cause guess what? The kids gonna ask them.
That's right. That's why I say you better tell your own story. You can tell it better than anybody else.
This mammy took it upon herself, Miss Strongjaw, took it upon herself to get into this man's business when he was talking to men. Mind your business. That's her new name, Strongjaw.
Strongjaw masculine mammy. Wow.
Masculine mammy.
That's definitely her. Yep. Oh, I got a phone call, girl. I'm gonna have to get off. I'll be back in the chat though.
All right, baby.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Let's get back to Strongjaw.
Put the child first. Most of the time, we have a hard time. Women have a hard time with putting their children's emotions and feelings first, putting their well-being first. It's about how they feel.
So why you do that?
It's about how they feel, and then recruiting a camp around them that's going to comfort their feelings. And if their children no longer comfort their feelings, that's when they send them to the daddy. Oh, you know what? Go live with him. And it's supposed to be a negative connotation. It's not equal. Like, okay, we're both parents. You should go live with your father because now things are, the going is getting tough, or you're at a certain age, and, go live with him, and it's going to be the same love, same this, same that. It's never that.
Mammy, shut up.
It's a
Strongjaw. Listen, Strongjaw, masculine mammy, you. If it was just that simple to say go live with your daddy, you think we wouldn't do that already? Why would we leave them on grandma when we could leave them on daddy? If it was just that simple, how you saying it, Miss Strongjaw? And I'm still waiting for these videos. You talk a lot of ish about these men. I want to see the videos. I don't want to even want to hear your mouth. Show me the videos that prove what you say. Show me all these beautiful men. I'll wait. I don't want to hear none of their stories. Show me all these videos of single men without a woman presence raising their children and being so good for these kids. I will wait. You can't blame mommy now. They're single dads. Show me the video of the single dads, a bunch of them, without a woman presence.
Negative thing, like go to jail. Go live with your daddy. So now the child is walking around with a negative connotation like, oh, why am I here? I shouldn't be here. This is the negative place that's been spoken about. This is the negative man. You have the children looking at their father as a man instead of their father.
How the hell we do that? Damn, we got power. We make our child look like a man instead of their daddy. God damn it, girl.
Be key to mother or father.
Ooh, strong jaw.
It is not one or the other. It is not, oh yeah, we know active mothers be doing this and then, absent fathers be doing that. No. Because a lot of times those roles are reversed. You see the mother on Mother's Day, taking all these pictures and posing up with her children, not knowing the hell that she done put them through or their minds through. These are conversations that you guys don't like to have. Y'all don't like to have these conversations because you guys want the women to be without spot or wrinkle. Women can't do anything wrong. She carried them for 9 months.
Well.
And sometimes she carried them for 9 months for a check.
That's the dumbest.
For child support. For higher taxes.
Girl, what men do you be? Why you think all these men make money? What makes you think these women carry kids for a check? What type of every man you know must be rich. When you come back to the real world, then we could speak. What's the percentage of what men are making far as that we have to have a check? We do know is a percentage of men that make good money. Yes, but the percentage of men who does not make a lot of money, it outweighs them. Okay? It outweighs them. There is no comparison. There is no comparison to men who don't make enough money to exactly what $200, $300 going. She better go about herself, her strong jaw self. That's why I stay on her ass and on the hyena Crimson Tide ass, because this male worshiping shit is getting us tag-toed, okay? This male worshiping ish is getting us tag-toed. And I'm going to show that clip again when the men said, y'all got to hear it for yourself. This chick is crazy. We sat up there and we had babies for a check. Well, I'll be damned. They must got a lot of money. What men is she talking about? And listen. She done sold her soul to these men for profit. Because she get paid. Now, let me just read some of her comments. This guy says, Father's Day is this month, Reaver. This is always right on time. Black men have been called deadbeats for 70 years. That's not our fault. This is talk. Go about yourself now. All these are men. Her whole majority of her whole audience is men. Now she want to disrespect a man for calling out men. But I want y'all to hear something. Y'all need to hear this with your own ears. I'm gonna try to play it every time. Y'all, I gotta get this in y'all head. I got to put this in y'all head. Because y'all don't believe Ish is real. But Ish is real. Now, here we go. Y'all need to hear this for yourself. This is my video I did the other day. Here we go. Right, left and right, left and right. They don't like you, black women. They don't like you. I'm sorry. It's sad that they're doing everything as possible to either ruin your life, ruin you, abuse you, and tag-toe you. And this man, Derek, they're saying it out of their own mouth why black women have to go. They're telling you, this is what the man is saying. But I guarantee you, you're not going to listen. You're not going to listen. You're not going to hear it. Y'all still going to praise them. Y'all still going to be mammies for them. If you ain't going to, you just to survive, you might got to be a mammy. I don't think so. And then y'all wonder why the we can't get nowhere as a community because black women, I'm sorry, black men don't like you. It's not even the fact that they don't like you. They said, did you hear what the man said? We got to take them out. We have to take them out. We want them gone, toe tagged. And if y'all don't believe that y'all life is important enough to listen to this, I don't know what to tell you, especially if you have daughters. Especially if you have daughters. You're going to send your daughters out in this world with men that don't like your daughters, who wants to toe tag your daughters. Do you know how many women are crying because they had to bury their daughters, their granddaughters, their sisters, their cousins, some of them their own mothers? A lot of kids sit up there and say, oh, my stepdad or whatever took out my mother. LL Cool J father tried to take out his mother. But just so happened she lived. Rewind it again. You can hear.
Heart-wrenching is that other races of women are starting to emulate the behavior of Black American women. This can't be allowed to continue. If you care about making any kind of meaningful change, you got to consider killing this Black woman. And don't do it in such a way as to prevent you from taking action. Don't wait for everyone to agree with you. There are times when you just have to be the first to do something, even though you might risk being the only one to do it, which I guarantee you will not be the only one killing Black women. Trust me. Those who've always done God's work, the Creator's work, maybe.
Those who have always done God's work and the Creator's work. Now, I just showed you them two quotes, right?
Yes, this is sick, sister. I'm trying to tell you guys. I told you, I did a whole entire video. This is what they are talking about. This is beyond sick.
I showed you the quote. Why is this important? Because women are a resource for males. And resources are being restricted because women are gaining their freedom. And males are no longer being given resources for nothing. And they don't know how to operate in a more natural environment.
That old and rightness to society.
He believes that the male's nature is righteousness. Where the fuck did he get that from? He got it from the goddamn religious philosophy.
And now it's the Caucasian man, the Caucasian woman, everywhere it says the truth. The patriotic system comes first. Y'all don't want to hear the truth of how men really think about y'all. Y'all don't want to care what you do, because I know I play it again, just in case y'all ain't hear it, right? He's dumb.
Do this with ice water tonight to erase up to 60.
That's why I put on, we have to have these conversations. I showed it. Shantae. You just don't be in class. I showed it. Yep, I showed it right on here. You ain't been to class lately. Yeah, they want but that is their nature. That is their nature to conquer. They don't care nothing about you. It's whatever you can do for them. They always have a need for you. It's never about you. If you're going to know how to, I know, baby. If you want to know, if you choose to still deal with men, you must know their psyche. You must know their psyche. But it's never, even biblically, Even biblically, when they tell you love is patient, people go, "Oh, I love myself," or that. Oh, if a man say, "I love you," you do not think about all the things that go with love to see if he love you, right? If love is patient, is that man patient with you? If love is kind, is that man kind to you? If love is understanding, do that man understand you or try to understand you? We're going to do a show. I'm going to do a show about love. So when these men be like, "I love you," and you can't come up with no proof, when he say, "I love you," you need to go. They're going to say, "I love you," then y'all women are stuck right there. He loved me. But all the things that go with love is not there. A man may love what you do for him, but it's not about you. When you ask a man, "Why do you love me?" he's going to come up with everything that you do because of how you make me feel. You will never hear a man say, "I love you because I understand you. I cherish you." You will never hear these things. It will never be about you. "I love your personality." It will always be about how and what you do for him. How you make him feel. But if anybody truly loves you, it should be something that's about you, not about what you do for him. That's some of the things we don't think about when we hear the word I love you. See, we want to sit around and we want to play with these players. They ain't got nothing to lose. And they're always plotting against us. I told you guys yesterday, behind every successful man is a woman. Behind every successful woman, I left a question mark. Behind every successful woman is some bullshit. It's some horror stories. It's some struggling. It's us doing things by ourselves. It's nothing good behind our success, but we make it happen. When men are successful, a woman has something to do with it. Even if it's their mama, a woman has something to do with it. It's the mama that's hair's turning gray, her body hurting, but she gotta make sure the baby boy is good. Mama the one sitting up there in the football, the baseball, the basketball. Mama the one out there fighting for her kids. You say something to her son, it's a problem. Mama's the one that's cooking, cleaning, washing clothes. But behind every successful woman, Where is our successful man? Where is our good man? How did we get to where we are? Somebody left in my comment something, but they are not going to agree because we are not supposed to be independent. We're not supposed to be smart, educated, as they want to say, modern. I wouldn't give a damn. You modern too. So they stop with that. Stop letting them hook, line, and sink you with putting you in a, let me give you a name and call you modern. When everybody got a damn cell phone and they got daggone pocket. That's modern. And people be like, oh no, not all men. Okay, you say not all men, right? Then show me the good ones. Show me the good ones. Show me the good ones where they cared about their woman. Show me the ones who was with a woman and her bad time and molded her and helped her like we do them. Show me the men that instead of calling a woman fat, show me a man that walked with her to help her lose weight. Show me a man who, taught her nutrition. Show me a man that took a woman's dream and made it happen. Oh, not all men. Okay, so where they at? Where are they? Where are our backbone? If y'all say not all men, well, show me the some of them. Show me the some of them. Yeah, it's not too many of them, but show me some of them too. Show me where a man sat up all night and studied with a woman to become a doctor. Show me where he did the cooking, he did the cleaning, he made sure she was good. I'll wait. Show me where he set his life, and catered to her like they want us to do them. Show me. But when we make it without a backbone, they want to call it modern women. They want to say, oh, they don't want to submit. Women this one. No, that's because you're mad. We got somewhere without a backbone. We didn't have nobody standing behind us. We kept falling. We got back up. We fell. We got back up. We fell. We got back up. We ain't had no cushion. And we did it with kids. And then even the women that's messed up, show me same way. Oh, she a thot. She a 304. She's this. So the hell are you? Your number count is outrageous. But she found something in you. The nerve of you to not even want to help her or see her for herself. But a woman always got to see you. Oh, we can't think about your goddamn body count that could send us to our deathbed. We don't know about your STDs. And if you don't have STDs, you don't want us to think about all them spirits and stuff all up in your ping that you trying to shoot in me. You want to give us all of their negative spirits from all the women you had and put that all up in our womb. But we're not supposed to think about your body count, but you're thinking about a female's body count. Oh, she did. I thought she was the man. I thought you was the leader. So if you a leader, then lead her out. Lead her. Show her a different way. Show her she don't need OnlyFans. Show her you can, if you a man, you can show her these things if you are a leader. It should be nobody left out. Because if you're going to leave out women for that, we should leave your ass out too. Women, they don't want to date women with children. So why are you still dating men with children? They don't want to take you out no more because they think in their mind, oh, I got to spend some money, and they just want us so they can have a free meal. Like we was going to starve unless they invited us out. We didn't ask you to invite us out. You chose to invite us out. We didn't say, hey, pick me now, please take me out because I want a free meal. No, you asked us out. I'm not playing with these daggone. I'm not playing. I'm tired of all the time hearing on the news women getting tag-toed. And then these damn mammies want to set us up to be all submissive to narcissistic men. Why? So we won't even notice that we're being abused. They don't teach you about, no, if you're going to talk about a good man, talk about a good man. You keep saying men like all these men are good. So you want us to dumb down to these sickos. You want us to get used and abused by these sickos and call it submission. Y'all think we got the game effed up. Then we got to sit up there and keep hearing, well, take accountability. Who the hell do we owe accountability to? Only the people we do something to. I didn't ask all men for accountability. Not every man did something to me. Just that man did something to me. People need to be accountable for their actions, not the whole entire race. Not the whole entire species. Well, women this, women that. How many women you dealing with? Should be dealing with one. If you want to take accountability for not being a good mama, well then damn it, you gotta take accountability for not being a good dad. A woman can't do but so much. She can't be so much a bad mama if you a good daddy. Cause that means you're gonna check her. A woman know when you a real dad, they'll tell you, oh my God, her father be here or his father be, please, Lord, I don't want to hear that man's mouth. A woman know how far to go if the child has a real father. A woman would know if that man called every day or every other day and speak to his child. If these women is messed up, you can fix them. If you don't want to fix them, because you're not a real leader, how you going to fix a community? Oh, by black people this and black people that. You can't even fix the woman in the community. You can't even show her the right way. You talk about her, but instead of leading her, no, you want to sex her. All you guys want to do is sex her. So how are you going to fix the black community? And then you're going to say, well, this woman, she's deserving. But I thought you was trying to fix the community. She's part of the community, right? Then you take all the good women that you claim that's the good women. You take all of their money that you should be bringing home. You take and give it to the women that you're talking about because you got to pay for it. When I say women, we got to do better, I tell you that all the time. Us women got to do better. If that includes being alone, hey, some of y'all going to have to get comfortable with living the single life. Because if we don't stop, they won't stop. If we don't stop, they won't stop. Okay? And again, bad as it may be, we have to stop protecting these men. That's why they can't be men. We must stop telling lies to protect men. We got to stop sweeping stuff under the carpet to protect these men. We got to tell the truth. We got to stop protecting them. That's why a lot of women get hurt. That's why these men, they go and terrorize one woman, then they go terrorize the next one, then they go terrorize the next one because we never told the truth. A lot of women get abused. Oh, I ain't going to say nothing. Oh, I ain't going to tell my kids because no. How do you, that's the right time to spark a conversation with your child, depending on their age. Depending on their age and their maturity. These are the conversations you need to have. Especially, you got to let your sons know these are things you will not do and I will not tolerate. Because we even lie to our sons. They men too, aren't they? And we lie to them to protect them and make them think what they doing is okay. A lot of your sons has now became their fathers. But it's okay for your son, but it's not okay for you. It's okay. He became his father, and now he got problems with a bunch of females. It's okay for your daughter to become you. It's okay. It's okay. If you know you went through something, tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can put it any way you want to put it. You can put it any way you want to put it. You can make it just as soft as it could be. But long as you tell them, that's how we correct it. You can't correct something you don't talk about and you don't acknowledge. But women, I sorry to tell you, you only is what's between your legs and what you can do for them. Even if it's just being that trophy woman. So they could say, hey, I got this woman right here. Look at her, look at her, look at her. They don't care about you. They only care about what you look like to get their friends jealous and to keep boosting their ego. Everything is about their ego. Damn you. Damn you. Their ego. They're this. They're that. But I and finish because I'm going over to the other side. I'm going over to the other side. I'm going over to the other side. But like I said, women, stop telling these lies to protect these men. Okay? If you want better, you got to do better. Because if not, history going to keep repeating itself. History will keep repeating itself. Okay? So I'm out of here. Thank all of you guys for coming. I'm going on the other side. If you don't have my Sugar Loves channel, click on over there. We're going over there to see what madness is going on over there in that world. And I see you guys later. Peace out and thank you for coming.